Okay, the task that we are going to start today is the progressive group task. Till now we have only been sitting and talking. Now what we are going to do is something which is more physical. Now one thing which I want to bring out to all of you is that the GT tasks basically are divided into two ways. One is the indoor and the other are outdoor tasks. So indoor में what are the tasks? GT, GP and lecturing. And outdoor में PGT, SGT, FGT, command task and GOR. All these tasks, one thing is common and that is the rules of the task. So the first rule which everybody needs to understand is the group rule, wherein all of you, when I say all of you, it is a group of 8, then 8 people have to cross over to the finish line before they even start the next obstacle. In fact, they are not allowed to look at the next obstacle till everyone has crossed over to the finish line of previous obstacle. So when previous obstacle I say everyone, it is 8 plus 3 helping materials plus 1 load needs to cross the finish line. Then you start. Why this is there? So that no one should get an undue advantage for the person who crosses. Obviously that 8 people are not going to cross together, right? So suppose chest number 1 crosses first. So now if the rule was not there, then chest number 1 will turn and start thinking about the way to do the second obstacle. Whereas the people are still at the first obstacle. So to give everybody a fair advantage, this rule is there. The second rule is the distance rule, wherein any distance which is 4 feet or more cannot be jumped, it has to be bridged. Now what is 4 feet? As a rough reference, when you take a step and you don't lose balance, or you don't have to jump to reach the other side, then it is within 4 feet. If you have to do any of these two things, take it is more than 4 feet, don't do it. Now it says that 4 feet and more it cannot be bridged. Now there are two interpretations to this bridge word. Some GTOs feel that bridge is when you make a structure with a plank or gully and a rope or whatever you use as a structure, you need to be connecting both sides because bridge दोनों तरह से connected होता है. But there are certain people, and I am also of that opinion, that bridge is an English word wherein you need to just fill the gap so that it is not more than 4. जितना gap करके you can always cross over to the finish line. ठीक है? The third is a color rule, wherein anything between these two white lines painted red is out of bounds for everybody. 8 plus 3 plus 1. Anything painted white is in bounds for everybody. I am talking about the structures. Anything painted yellow in case of Air Force road is in bounds for living things, but not in bounds for non-living things. The same thing in army boards is blue. Only the color changes, but the rule is the same. The fourth rule is the rule of rigidity, wherein any two rigid helping materials. What are the two rigid helping materials? A plank and a bully. They cannot be tied together to make an extension. They can be used together. They can be tied to the structures between the two lines, but they themselves per se cannot be tied. Last but not the least, the start line and the finish line has to be imagined to be extending till infinity, thereby meaning you cannot cross it from sides. Because sometimes we get NDA batches, there are some young boys and girls, now the girls we are in. So they say कि सर आपकी तो लाइन स्टार्ट में इतनी ईजी है, हम साइड से चले जाएंगे. For them this rule was made कि extending the left and right, तो जाना तो इसी रास्ते से. ठीक है? Now out of these 5 rules, the first rule, which is the group rule, is applicable in PGT. Why? Because it has got a set of 4 obstacles. But others may it is not applicable because there is only one obstacle. SGT has got one obstacle, FGT has got one obstacle, command task has got one. So other 4 rules apply. Everybody is clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.